What are some
Mhm.
signs that women like me who are like high functioning anxiety, is that me? What can they look for to help them understand if they're in that camp or not?
Yeah, I love how you asked that question because I think I had the same reaction. I'm like, I don't really know a lot about this initially, but I was like, but there's something that feels really true to me about this also at the same time,
Yeah.
right? And I think so high functioning anxiety isn't something that you would go out and get, a diagnosis for, but it's more so the way I like to think about it is this dissonance between our outside world and how everything seems to others, right? And how we can show up and what's actually going on the inside for us and our own subjective experience
Okay.
of life, right? So a lot of times how it tends to show up is that on the outside, and I'm like the case in point, like raising my hand, all of these things, right? You're high achieving. You get a lot of stuff done. You have all the degrees on the wall, right? You have a great job. You can make good money. You have a nice house. People look at you and you hear them chatter and they're like, man, how does she do it all? Right. Or like her kids are, this way or another way. And you just kind of look like you have your stuff all together. And in a lot of ways you do. But under the surface, there's kind of this constant bubbling, this simmering, if you
Mm,
will, of anxiety that's driving a lot of that.
okay.
So you get home and you're just depleted at the end of the day and exhausted.
Okay.
You're irritable. You're kind of stuck in these patterns of a lot of the things that you talk about and teach about, right? The perfectionism. Maybe you're stuck in these cycles of procrastinating and then you have to overwork
Got
in order to
it.
catch up. Maybe it's just a restlessness and it's really hard for you to turn the wheels off in your mind at the end of the day and really just sit and be present with your people because that the idea of relaxing or actually trying to do it is so foreign to you. So you're kind of always on. You're always going. The hamster wheel's always turning.
Mm,
And it's really hard to find peace. It's really hard to feel grounded. It's really hard to feel like you are operating and making decisions from a place of just being really grounded and you're always kind of scattered. And when I think of high functioning anxiety, I think that kind of encapsulates it. It looks really nice and shiny on the outside, but on the inside, there's a lot of discomfort.
mm.